Trust me. I'm a person who believes that the most entertaining games are either A, games you hurt yourself a lot in, or B, RPGs. Because I just have a fun time with RPGs. Those are my cup of tea. My God. He's only my God, he's not your God. I don't care what the tabloids say. My God. I claim him. In the name of Xena. I don't know. Oh, I had screwed that up anyway. That's a mean trick down there, Salgren, though. That is so horrible. That little tiny gap. In fact, this one is even worse. Right there. That's awful. I hate that. And I'm sure that one's going to be even worse. Well, actually, to be honest, that one doesn't look too bad. It's just hitting that upper one, isn't it? I swear to God, if there's something over there, I am not going to be pleased at all. I touched it. That's the devilish part. I saw his little animation change. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna change this music right now. That was so weak. I gotta get that alignment all good. You know, whenever I think of the word alignment, for some reason, I always imagine, or whenever I think of planetary objects, I always think of Hercules, the Disney movie, when the oracles were telling Hades that you need to, like, wait for the planets to align, and they kept showing those planets aligning, and that always struck me as very cool. I don't know, the fact that it was going to be this cool thing was going to be happening no matter what you did, but it was, like, ominous. I don't know. In fact, you know what these guys kind of remind me of for some reason, speaking of Disney films? They remind me of the blackest Disney film that I ever saw. I'm sure there's even worse ones, but for some reason, The Black Cauldron always freaked me out as a kid. I don't know. Go back and watch that. That's one of the lesser-known Disney movies, but it's a really good one. It's kind of trying to be more like The Hobbit in a way, in its fantasy adventure-y kind of way, but it had a lot of stuff in it. In fact, I would probably go back and watch it right now. I've got it on VHS, and I've actually got a combination DVD/VHS player, which my mother was very happy about because she likes VHSs quite a lot. She doesn't really like DVDs. My mother's definitely old-fangled, if you will. Ugh. She more or less tolerates the internet than accepts it, to be honest. Okay, I know the worst part of this now. You. Because you're jumping off of there the instant that you can get there because you don't want to fall into that spike. So you go, then you're like right there and you're like, oh my God, and you fly over there and then you like slide upwards. And even then I need like shoot him, pause jump, and then like stand there for a second and then die up there. Oh man. Come on, I'm not planning on getting to the boss. I at least want to get past this part though. There we go. I'm getting somewhat used to those. Not used to that yet. Man, you either hit your head on the ceiling or you insta-die, which is pretty much the same thing. Oh, what? I completely missed the double jump. Double jump. The double jump. There we go. In fact, weren't these switches used in was it World 7 with the Metal Gear thingy? Reusing things, Salgren? Really? I mean, how many times have you used spikes? Really? Come on, guy. Really? 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 I'm just trying to be really annoying. How annoying? Really annoying. Oh, really? Sorry. I'll stop that. I really will. Really? Yeah. I don't know why that sounds so funny to me. I'm sure it sounds like, Gunslinger, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. Man, this is a long segment. This little thingy. Man, that was a loud one. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. God, I'm trying to pull it in really tight. And it doesn't need to be, really. You just need to go jump to there, and then that one's really bad. I have a feeling this part right here is going to be the worst of it. Like, the rest of this is actually fairly easy, to be honest. I mean, I'm doing it, so it must be easy. That's the start of the hardest part. In fact, that might just be the hardest part, is threading that needle. So, sorry if I'm stuck on this for a while, guys, but this is extraordinarily hard for me. I don't know. As a first-time go-about, it is interestingly hard. But then again, what am I telling you guys for? I guess you'd assume that it was hard. You see, you want to jump off that so fast. Oh, and speaking of reused things, you've also reused the jumping to activate spikes. Just pointing it out there, just saying. It's not a bad thing, but I'm just pointing out the obvious, as I tend to do. Like, this game's hard, or I died. Or that. Really? Really. The moon! Curses. God, that one jump! It's horrifying. There we go. There we go, indeed. You know, I'm sure there's a way that you could jump from there to over there somehow. I'm sure of it. But I don't have the energy. You know what? I will try to figure that out. I'm sorry. I've summoned a little bit of energy. That was the worst attempt yet. Scratch my ear. Itchy. No, you can't do that. No way. You can't do that. Looking fun to going back and doing this on hard-on mode? Yeah, right. Blech. Looking forward to doing this on You're Gonna Get Raped mode. Looking forward to it. I will never do this. Ever. Never. You know what? I take that back. Maybe after months of practice, I could maybe do the first world, but no way. None of this. In fact, that kind of sucks, because I would like to try my hand at fighting some of these bosses with 200% health. But, c'est la vie. In case you guys don't... Is that... I think it's Italian. I think that means, such is life. I think. Or maybe it's French. I don't know. I'm very, very, very poor when it comes to its European... When it comes to European languages like, Swedish or... Denmarkian or English, any of those, just not good. Oh! My tongue just rolled inside out. Okay. There, I just clenched my brain into a smaller ball. Maybe I've killed the part of my brain that made me do that. It's almost like you just need to barely tap the left directional button and then do your double jumping. Almost. Not quite, though. I don't know. There we go. But yeah. See, the thing is, once I can get there, and once I can get accustomed to being there, then I just need to jump up, shoot him, and then get that spike where I want it to be. And then I just need to get to the edge, jump, and then at the height of that jump, go over there, and then fly. And then hope to whatever deity that is there that there's nothing over there. In fact, I might just curl around, because I get a bad feeling that there's going to be a spike wall on the other side of that. That's just going to be waiting to kill me. A very, very bad feeling. There, I killed your buddy. What do you think of that? Eh? Oh wait, that part's easy! Oh my god! Hold on a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. You remember where I said you just need to barely tap the directional button? You don't need to curve around it? I was right. I was 100% right. Wait a minute. Okay, so look. So, say you're here, okay? You just need to move to the left a little bit, jump, double jump, and then go to the right. It's easy. It's easy. Math is harder than that. I'm sorry, I have a... Call me stupid, call me a girl, call me anything. I don't care. Math is hard. When they started mixing in the alphabet, other than X, it got really hard. Excuse me. I don't like punctuations, exclamation points, or anything besides X. Because I know X. I can get past X. X is nothing. Even X squared, X to the 5th, X to the 9th, X to the 99th. That's nothing. I can get that. It's when they started adding B and N and R. That's when it just flies out the window for me. I'm sorry. Yeah, you see what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to curl around it before I do the second jump, but I need to be at the top of my second jump before I actually start to curl around. Yeah, I'd like to see those math nerds do algorithms for this. Yeah. Nerd. Nerd. In fact, actually, my math teacher had a pretty funny saying. He's like, yeah, I'm a nerd, but guess what? Nerds are the guys who get everything done. Dorks are the guys that just sit around and do nothing and have no skills. Nerds are the guys you always call to, like, help you fix your TV or your PC or whatever. And I was like, that's a very good point. Ah! Although he was actually a total geek because he played, like, he obsessively played World of Warcraft, which is not that bad in itself, but he also played Minecraft in class. That was just getting a little bit too crazy. He had a World of Warcraft calendar. And by the way, just for those of you that know, he was the Horde, I think it was. I don't know. He told us that he like went into big detail about it in class. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're part of the Horde. We're not part of the Pretty Boy Alliance." So I was kind of like, "Okay, cool story." No, that's not a cool story. And speaking of which, I get the impression that Solgren himself is a big World of Warcraft player, which is perfectly fine. It's when you try to mix in other things with World of Warcraft that I get a little bit antsy. It's like, yeah, you can play a video game, but I don't know. It's when somebody tries to do like that kind of game and like another big game at once. That's when I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. In fact, the main reason why I did not get into World of Warcraft is simply because they want $15 a month, and I'll tell you where they can shove that $15 a month, or whatever it is. If it was just a really expensive game, I'd probably have gotten it. But it's the fact that you need to keep on paying for it that just irks me. Okay, I didn't know how that happened. I like how I say it's easy, but then when I try to go back and, like, do it, I can't. Come on, I want to get past this. No! Oh my god, that was a good catch. Ah! My finger was twitching for the R button before I realized, oh my gosh, I'm still alive. I could be I could be Drang. I could be playing Dragon Quest. I think it's... Is it 6 on the DS? I can't remember. In fact, tell you the truth, tell you the God's honest truth, I would never get a 3DS, but the only reason why I have my DS is because I like to play Dragon Age games on them. That may sound... That may sound a little bit petty, but I just love those games. You can spend so much time in those games, not because you have to grind a lot to get into dungeons, but because the games are very, very, very long. Or at least the ones that I've played. Okay, I learned something new today. There's apparently another jumpy thingy right there, so I technically don't have to go bump, 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 bump. I just need... Okay. Okay, I learned something. Sorry about this, guys. But at least I'm finding something interesting to say, rather than like, I died, I died, I died. Really? I don't know. It's just Boshy time. It's not like cocktail time or anything like that. It's just... It's not happy hour time. It's just, it's Boshy time. See, I know what to do for that point, but it's... the execution that gets me every time. Speaking of executions, actually, I was in my history class one time, and my history teacher told me something that always kind of stuck with me, and it was back in Renaissance times, before they made the guillotine. You know when they'd have the big guy chop your head off, the guy with the black like hoodie, the guy who would like swing the axe to chop your head off. Well, I heard apparently that back in the day, say you'd done something horrible, like you'd murdered a child or something like that, and the whole community didn't like you. Well, sometimes the axe guy would specifically miss you a couple times, so he'd like, oops, I didn't chop your head off, and he'd like stab you in the back with this huge freaking axe a couple times, or like the top of the head, or whatever. So he'd take like 6 or 7 swings to actually lop your head off. So, or sometimes the executioner would just do it because he was a very mean person. But, yeah, that's why a lot of people preferred the guillotine, because it was quick, there was no chance of it missing. So, go figure. You might think, oh no, the guillotine, but hey, it's more humane. In fact, that's probably one of the least humane things you could do. You know, specifically missing. I mean, that guy can't have much work. I mean, what's he do with the rest of his life? So what do? I chop people's heads off. That's not going to be a big pickup line in the bar. Then again, back in the day, all you needed to do to get a wife was literally pick her up. That's pretty much it. Scratch my nose. I don't know how I did that.